Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. Beautiful. Beautiful pipes. Alrighty. Alrighty, motherfuckers. We're doing another episode of Cooped Up here, the Cooped Up podcast, here with Stephen Fabrizio. Again, got him back on. December 22nd when we're recording this. Sadly, yesterday, no black people got superpowers. It's a sad day. Steven didn't hear about this one. I thought everybody heard about this because this made the highlight of my year.
I walk in and I'm like, hey, what are we talking about today? He's like, how black people didn't get superpowers. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So apparently there was some girl that said on December 21st, the stars or somehow bullshit will align and we will have unlocked our true DNA. And with this, we will be able to do things that were previously thought fiction. Good luck to those. And so it really blew up. I don't know if she was just joking around. It's probably some astrology bimbo, just like seeing something in the sky.
I just don't understand what's the correlation for black people.
I don't know. I don't
don't understand it at all. But like, there's a bunch of the only people that can do things that we've never known are crackheads. Those are the only people who defy all odds of gravity and science and math and like just can flip cars and do shit. And they're like 112 pounds. Like those are the only people that can do things that are genetically impossible. Other than that, I don't buy it. Hey, obviously.
Is that light flickering to you?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And that one's not?
Not as much. Well, now I just stared right at the fucking light. What the hell?
All right. Brief timeout. We're gonna go fix that. All right. Yeah. So we're back. No black people got superpowers again. I don't know.
I don't know how they would have in the last 30 seconds, but yeah, I guess so. Damn. Shit.
Yeah.
So close.
I don't know. I just thought the videos were hysterical because it was just like people were just like everybody was posting videos where it was like they were getting in the car in the morning and they were like, "It's happening."
Yeah.
It's like this girl. That's got to be a rough way to go to high school, to go to online school now, being like, "Oh, Tiffany, what'd you say was gonna happen today?" Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. If she's from a normal town that has like a diverse group of people, she's no longer welcome back in her community. Probably. Yeah, if she lives in Duxbury or something like that, maybe she'll be okay. But if she lives in like a normal town where there's like a good mix.
If you said that in Duxbury, you'd be able to convince a certain portion of people that
you could start a small support group for sure.
You could start a small cult in Duxbury. It wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be racially based. Everyone's just an idiot, but they could do it around like boats and
isn't
stuff
there
like
a cult? There's like
in town?
No, not in town, but in the county.
There's probably a cult somewhere. Yeah. Oh, the church near Mary Lou's. There's a church on Route 53 near Mary Lou's that has all these weird signs, like messages, like from like whoever puts the messages up on the board, like the pastor or some shit, and they're weirdly culty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make me super uncomfortable every time I drive by it.
I remember there's one.
That's the only one I know of.
There's
and it's
one
not legally a cult, but yes, it is.
Plymouth, called like the 12 Hands Bakery or something.
No, that's just racist. A racist lady, I think.
Don't the people there not wear shoes or some shit?
No. I think there was like a bakery some odd years ago. I don't know if they're still.
Yeah. Oh no, they got forced out of one town and like moved to Plymouth.
Yeah. No, and they wouldn't serve like black customers or something like that.
Oh,
I remember. Or something, or maybe they were gay, or
no.
It was like
they wouldn't serve gay people.
That they wouldn't
I'm
serve.
Pretty sure.
It might have been homosexual.
But it was also like everybody who worked there like slept there, so it was like that's not normal for a bakery, you know.
Yeah,
most guys don't have enough fun baking pies, and they're like, "Fuck it, let's stay." I don't know. I just
sleepover. Yes. Dibs on cinnamon rolls. Woohoo! Fucking Christ. Yeah, no, but I'm pretty sure they hated gay people or something.
Probably.
I think it was. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, hey, that's how cults start.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Hating one group.
They start by hating somebody, then they end it. Everybody lights themselves on fire and gasoline.
Think about it. All hate groups or all cults start as kind of hate groups, and they just learn to love their leader too much.
Yeah. Boy,
like Manson was like, we're going to start a race war, and then all of a sudden it was like, now you guys want to be my family?
I can't tell if it's more impressive or depressing how cults begin, because it's like Is it more impressive that the fact the leaders are so good at speaking that they convince a group of people to follow them? Or is it more depressing because there's that many idiots in the world that will follow blindly just a random person if they talk well?
I don't think it's like that many idiots, no lie.
So it's more. You think it's more impressive?
Like
on that
I think
front?
6 out of 10 people could have fell for Hitler.
Well, no. I think Hitler's different. That's not a cult. That was incredibly.
But that's the same level of like you're just able to speak and just be like, hey, be on my team. Be on my team.
No, the way that he was able to just get millions and millions of people to back him up with no real like concept of. Like,
he definitely didn't come out right away, just like, I hate them.
Yeah, he was not like, just, all right, fuck these guys, let's burn them. Yeah, it's like, not like that, but like, how the fuck can you kill like 12 million people and like 6 million of like one race by just like, I don't even know. It's just so impressive.
And have it like only at the last year did the population be like, we fucked up.
Yeah, I've said this forever. Up. If his head was in the right spot and he was morally correct, greatest leader we've ever heard of. Statues left and right. If he had good morals, 100%, because he was able to lead so well.
Oh, that's like Bill Burr says, if Kanye West's ego floated down into a white guy, like he would have done Hitler Mao stuff, because that's just like what the big ego of a white guy does. Versus like Kanye's just like, I'm gonna win every Grammy.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Hitler's just like, I'm gonna own everybody.
No, it was just so fucked up, but boy, could he convince you.
Yeah.
I would assume.
He must have been the greatest poker player of all time. He must have had the greatest poker face ever. I don't know what I have.
Oh my god, dude. What a hot start. Black people with superpowers, killing off all the Jews, praising Hitler.
Yeah, it's just the hottest of starts.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Thanks for having me back.
If you could get offered any superpower, is there any that you would be like, if they're like, hey, we only got this one left, is there any that you'd be like, I'm good. So
I don't want to read minds. I think that's overrated and kind of scary. Because I wouldn't want to know everything. Like, that'd be fucking creepy. Like, how could you function as a human being? Like, knowing everybody's thoughts. Like, that would be weird. I would say no to that.
I do it for like a day. Or maybe an hour.
I don't know, dude.
Because at what point, like, do you just have learned as much? Like, there's definitely a limit where it's like, all right, our brain can't fit no more. You just learned everything in life about the random guy walking
that's
down
why
the
it's
street.
Like, there's no, like, I don't want to know that.
Yeah, at that point,
I think it's. I think it would be selective though. It wouldn't be like if I just stared at you, I learned everything that you've ever known. But like, I think it's like if you like lock in.
Yeah.
If you just like turn it on, you can be like really focused and figure out what they're thinking. I would assume. I don't know. Good thing it's not real.
If you could ejaculate fire, like
no, what? No, my dick would hurt so much.
No, like your dick's fine, but just like you, like the fire breathing part of a dragon
came out of my penis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you take that? But the semen has to then come out of your nose, like just float out your nostril.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, why would anybody ever want to do that? There's no point at all.
Okay, I see what you're saying with the no point. I really do. Yeah, there isn't a lot of point.
There's no point at all. But my second question is that also selective? So it's like, if can I make it pee? Or is it like something's coming out of my dick, it's on fire? Because that would be terrifying.
Just murdering toilets. And people.
Yeah, and people. People's way more concerning. I mean, granted, I'm not sticking it everywhere, but still, if I'm going to do it,
porcelain.
Also, condoms immediately eliminated from everything. They would just melt into your dick, around your dick.
Into her.
Into her.
Into him, I don't know.
No, into her for me, but maybe into him for someone else. So no, I don't want a fire-breathing dick.
Clarification.
Also, then, if semen comes out of my nose, where do the boogers go?
If you could helicopter with your dick and fly, would you take that?
Could you imagine if you were in a public
but you had
gathering
to have it outside of your shorts?
Can you imagine if you were in a public gathering and people slowly saw you just lean back and just slowly just start to helicopter with your dick out?
They would be so concerned when they first see you like lay on the ground, unzip your pants, like, what is going on?
You have too many penis-based superpowers.
I know.
I'd like to teleport, fuck traffic. I'd like to shapeshift.
Yeah.
You know what I've always thought would be the coolest thing to be able to do ever? This is how you know you're just a fat fuck. I think it would be incredible if my one superpower could be if I could take whatever, like whenever I eat something or drink something, and I could control how it affects my body. That's the dream right there. Like if I could drink this and it could just shoot muscles into my calves.
Okay, yeah,
That's
cool.
the best superpower I could think of.
I think if we're doing any like the superpower
so
that's never
cool
been invented before, just for convenience sake, like if I shut a cabinet door and there was nothing in the cabinet, if I could just think of whatever I wanted to come out,
You could
cool.
Like
you ever seen the movie Spy Kids where they just like they're like, oh, we showed up at the house, and then they're like, walk in, and then they're like, no, just walk back in, and now everything will be here.
You wish you could just like create what like, and it's just there. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I guess that's kind of
a good
cheating.
one. Yeah, but that's not really cheating. You just be like, all right.
My thing I know is
fire breathing dick.
You know, if you ever had this superhero comic book thing, like where like 4 people get struck by lightning and everybody gets a superpower, but everybody gets a different one. I feel like it would take me like a good year and a half to find out what my superpower is. You know what I like?
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like me
you feel
as
like
a
you'd
person,
be too slow to figure it out.
Yeah, I just like you guys just get bored and you just start being like, all right, we're gonna push you off buildings now just to see like what'll happen. Like I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day. I'm like, I'd start looking for the dumbest shit of all time. I'd be like, maybe I could stretch my finger out.
Yeah.
Just start going to the hospital, being like, why are you here? Why?
Imagine everyone gets struck with the thing and they all can figure it out right away. You're just sitting there just be like, ah, shit. And then 6 months later, you got a helicopter dick and you just start flying around town.
Or just like you go home, take a poop, melt the toilet. You're like, oh, well, I figured it out. Well,
Jesus Christ.
That'd be a cool one.
What?
Like
fire coming out of your ass to your dick now? You perverted fuck. Stop making your superpowers all about your lower half. For once, make your nipple shoot something. Jesus Christ.
I'd take the ability just to lactate.
I thought the Hitler stuff was getting weird. Wait, what?
I said I'd take the ability just to lactate.
It's not a superpower.
For a guy, it's
starting to become a mother.
All right, kind of true. Kind of true.
Slowly but surely, you start shifting into a woman. They could just do that for surgery. You don't need a superpower. You can find a way.
Are you sure about that?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
just a joke. Yeah,
it's like I don't think so.
No, I don't think.
I don't think a breast implant will give you
the ability to lactate. Well, if they suck hard enough, who knows?
Get a little silicone in your mouth.
Tasty.
Oh God. All right, we're a little disgusting.
If anyone
podcasts on
if anyone continues to watch this after this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be mentally evaluated.
Yeah, you need help.
That's what happens. When
I probably would throw my phone right at the fire breathing dick part of this.
Yeah.
If Hitler and black people getting superpowers wasn't enough, we got fire breathing cocks.
What happened to you guys? They're like, who hurt you guys?
Yeah, literally.
Well, that's what happens when the 2 people talking were both tested for mental retardation.
That's true.
Yep. That true.
Yeah.
Factual.
I was 3. He was 17.
Yeah. I was old.
When did it happen for you?
A couple times, because I remember seeing the picture
of
like getting tests, and like not because that's
they put a helmet on you and stuff.
But like there was like a thing where I was like after I had heart surgery, where it looked like I basically had a colander on my head with like wires.
Oh really? Well, I feel like that's kind of different because like obviously it has to do with this. Mine was just because my I used to do this thing when I was a kid. And I would do it in like a really compact space, and I would just call it the running game, where it was probably like an 8-foot area, and I would just sprint back and forth for hours on end with no motive, no morals, silence, just running back and forth, like running back and forth like a little weirdo. Like for like I shit you not, just hours at a time. Like when I was like 3.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was like, "This is not normal. Like this kid, like he's not okay." And so we brought me in. They're like, "Nope, he's fine. He's just a little weird."
Yeah, he's just a little strange.
I'm legally okay.
Yeah, there you go. You're responsible for your own crimes.
There we go.
Yeah,
if running back and forth is a crime. Yeah, but she was like, yeah, he's off the wagon. And I was like, eh.
You thought, bitch. You thought. Yeah, no.
Joke's on you.
Mine was basically at a certain point after the heart surgery, they're like, well, statistically, most of the people who came out are special. So like we just got to check.
That's true. Is that true?
Yeah,
that's really.
No,
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Our applicant pool is a shorter bus than what the rest of the people took to school. You know, they're like, oh, you can remember 7 numbers in a row. You're the smartest person in the group, and I'm like, I got a 1.7.
All right,
1.7 in high school, man.
That's okay.
Like I don't remember phone numbers, but all right.
C's get degrees, baby. That's all it takes.
That has to be one of the funniest things I've ever heard because. You know, we both know whose dad I heard that from. and one kid is wants to go into the army and has said that since he was about 10. College was never even a thought for him. And then the other one, I went on a gap year. He did not, and I think at this point I'm probably further in college than him at this point.
Hey, well,
and you're like, huh? Some people hear that and just ran with it. You had literal children.
Yeah. Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
Yeah, I love that line though because
Yeah.
that's why they created Arizona State and Curry College.
Hey, Curry was not that bad.
My dad, they build stuff around Curry, and he says he's like, look it up. There's like at least 4 daycares around Curry for a reason.
Yeah, no, it's not the best. They gave me when they recruited me, they told me that they could give me as much money
and
as
a
possible.
free baby.
And not a free baby. No. But yeah, it's not. And I'm not smart, so it's not school smart. So I'm like so street smart. But so that's how I kind of knew. I was like, I don't think this is a good idea.
I remember because my parents
good
would
program
always rip
there,
on Curry for a long time. And I remember one day coming to school and doing it, and somebody was like, hey, both my parents went there. And it's like, yeah. Well, now
I think it's getting a little better. I think it's getting better. It's actually not. It's not a horror for what I had heard. I didn't think it was going to be dark. It actually had a couple nice buildings. Like it was getting a little better.
You had been there.
I had Nike camp. I forgot about that. But we only went into like 2 buildings.
Yeah.
Like they redid we didn't even play in the real gym.
Yeah,
when we played there.
No.
The real gym was like brand new, and I was like, damn, it was actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
They're building a decent program out there.
We'll see.
No.
I mean, they got a chance at the younger potential pool. They already got the infancy out there.
There you go. Breed them early. Breed them early.
That's their plan to get the program better.
You're born on campus. You get $15,000 a year off once you turn 18. Congratulations.
By the time, hey, they're like, hey, if we get enough kids, we might fuck around and open a preschool.
Oh my god. So tasteful.
I wonder if there's any school where that like really happens, like a high school. Because my mom said when she was in high school, like they had daycares, and I'm like, what?
Where's your mom go to school again?
Newton. A place where the privilege was also extensive.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little confused.
Yeah, like in high school, like there was a daycare in the high school for the bitches
for the
bitches that had babies.
Are you really?
Like not for because I was like for teachers.
That can't be true.
Yeah, and I was like, how many people were?
It was a pretty big school, like pretty big.
She's
like 30.
She's like,
I have no idea what the number is.
They're like 2, 3 in my class. So I'm like, what? Were they like just 10 babies? One teacher? Like,
I would just imagine that it was just a normal daycare, and that if for some reason students or faculty had babies that needed to be tended to, they would just put them in the normal daycare thing. Like Chandler had a daycare in it, but obviously the second graders weren't getting around. Hopefully,
no, because
it's probably
my
just a
mom
normal
was
day.
like,
I don't think they made a daycare for the students, Cooper. If you think about that for literally 2 seconds.
Hey, that's what my mom said. I'm just going off of what Denise said. But
all right, maybe I'm wrong.
Because I remember asking her, and I was like, wait, like you would go back after you had a baby? Because like I don't know, nobody in our high school really had a baby, but
what do you mean really? Nobody had a baby.
That one girl who moved out did.
That's different.
Yeah.
You leave. She left.
Yeah, but
couldn't handle it.
Do you imagine right now if you have a baby? I feel like I'd drop out of high school.
Or God,
you have to or drop out of college.
I'd drop out of college.
Shit, my mom was like, no, they were very adamant. Like, you have that baby and you come back. Like, you didn't get much of a maternity leave. Like, they're like, you're not leaving after this fucking baby.
Oh God, that can't be true. That can't be true.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe mom's just fucking with me about.
It has to be. You have to have misinterpreted the story. I cannot. There's no way.
Yeah, maybe.
I believe that less than the Green Bay Packers thing. Fuck that. I can't get over that.
Green Bay Packers.
Publicly owned bullshit.
Yeah, they were publicly owned, not owned by the town. Though.
No, that was no. See, I think you misinterpreted. I think it's the same.
I definitely did. I can
think
comfortably say I misinterpreted that.
That's okay. It happens.
Yeah, it occasionally will with Coop. He doesn't read things fully through.
He doesn't read. He's a big skimmer.
He's a big skimmer. I'd say the first time I openly read a book I hadn't read since probably the age of 8 to like 19. Like, and it was like a while, like somebody was like, you want to read it out loud because we were doing homework together, and I was like, I can't. Like you won't want me to. I'm like, dude, I read it like a first grade level.
It's okay.
Like, how quick can you read like 10 pages of a book?
I don't know. I haven't.
Probably take me like a half an hour to read like 10 pages in the textbook. Like maybe
and
an
like
hour.
fully comprehend it.
No, I couldn't fully comprehend it. No, well, I'm just saying like not fully comprehend, but like read
Just
every word on the
get
page.
letter by letter to get it down. It would
Yeah.
take you genuinely think 10 pages would give you half an hour
out loud? For sure.
I think I could do it in. Well, it depends how big a book it. I don't know. Like, what's the average time? Like a page a minute or something?
Yeah, something.
So
like
probably like the average amount. I probably could do it in 10 minutes. You don't think, Cooper? If you really think about how long you're saying that is, that's 3 minutes a page. And if you're reading like just talking, like you talk kind of fast anyway.
Yeah, but
just say what it says. Like you don't even have to like come up with anything.
Yeah, but like that's genuinely hard for me. Like seeing it and then immediately saying it.
No wonder you got tested.
Hard,
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's difficult. Oh wait, I have to ask you about this one now because we talked about it last time and you said I was an idiot. All right, if Jake Paul fights Conor McGregor now, what happens there? We talked about his brother fighting Floyd and he fought Nate and you were like he couldn't really fight any other NBA player.
Yeah, Conor McGregor is not an NBA player. He'd kick the shit out of him.
Yeah, no, but now if he's this confident, maybe he could fight like an NBA All-Star.
Solely a publicity stunt. Solely a publicity stunt.
You think?
Yes.
Why is he calling out his wife? That's the one where it's like I
don't know.
I just don't get where he's like following his wife on Instagram and then he's calling his wife.
It's a bold strategy. It's a bold strategy.
No, but why like openly, why is he trying to fuck a 4? It's like he did, like using his logic against him.
Fuck a 4?
He's trying to. He's like
she's a 4.
He called Conor McGregor's wife a 4. And then she was the only person he was following on Instagram.
No, it's just it's nothing about fucking her. It's just about fucking with him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just like retarded. Like his
it's just publicity stunt. It's just trying to market himself as a dickhead because they understand they're the villain, so they're like, let's ride with it. I think. I mean, that's what it looks like anyway, because no one in their right mind would do that to like one of the craziest motherfuckers on the planet.
It makes me
in professional sports anyway.
Yeah, no, he would die.
Yeah, no, he definitely wouldn't die, but yeah, he would kick the shit out of him. He would kick the shit out of him.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No vlogger is gonna beat an MMA fighter. No.
Maybe like the most immensely I don't know how big these dudes go.
Bro,
to.
Conor McGregor is a certified nutbag in the ring or the octagon, whatever the fuck they do. I don't watch fighting for shit. I know probably 5, and he's the first one I think of every time, and it's not on accident. Yeah, he's crazy. Although I will say that it's boxing, right?
Yeah.
It's still
MMA.
No, if it was MMA, if it MMA, he could genuinely just not like he could go into a coma. But if it's boxing, he's still gonna beat the hell out. He's still gonna beat him, but
it'll be interesting at least. Like it'll be cool.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Conor come out of retirement for 11th time or whatever it is now. Obviously, it's not really 11, but
yeah, but it's damn fucking close to 11
coming out of
at that
retirement
point.
To fight a YouTuber. Basically, what Floyd's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it is really what he is doing. It's like no ifs, ands, or buts.
Who cares, bro? Get that man his money. He knows what. Dude, that's incredible. If I'm him, I'm doing it too. It's basically free money.
Yeah, but isn't it like not? It's worth it for Conor McGregor. It 100% is worth it for Conor McGregor. But if Floyd loses, then like everything he's worked for in life is gone. Like, and I know that probably won't happen. Yes, it probably can't. But if it does, oh god, you're 50-1 and you lost to a fucking YouTuber.
Is he already 50 or is it 49?
50.
Oh, I wouldn't fight again.
Yeah, that's.
I like a clean number.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, if you lost, that would just.
No, he doesn't need any more money. But at the same time,
yeah, he could. He can't read. I mean,
who cares? He's a billionaire. He knows what he did, and he knows what to do. You can't read either.
Like
you can make it still.
He's kind of in money trouble.
Isn't he not perfect inspiration for you? There you go.
But he can't write his own name on a contract.
No, his is like I know we're joking, but like his is actually really bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Having said that, he can't, or
What
we
was
can't
the
tell
50
him
Cent
shit
thing?
about
Read
what to
one
do.
page of a Harry Potter book for $1 million.
Yeah. I forget what the quantity. Yeah, I think it was a Harry Potter book. Was it 50 Cent that said that?
Yep.
Oh.
He said, "Fucking ASL Ice Bucket Challenge. If you read one page of a Harry Potter book, I will donate $1 million to a charity of your choice." $1 million's a fuckload of money.
Is that how much it really was? Is it $1 million?
Yeah. It was like literally, and I forget what it was too. Where it was, it was like Floyd like didn't even respond, and then they asked him about it in like an interview, and he's just like, "Next question." It was like, "Oh wow, so you really can't even like attempt to read."
Dude, I did the Harry Potter books in 4th grade.
I know. I never read one of
No,
those.
we know. It wasn't apparent before.
Yeah, no. I hadn't seen the movies until like senior year.
I've only seen the first and the last one, and random parts of all of them. But like
I don't know, those kind of looked like a porn to me.
Harry Potter
Yeah.
looked like porn. It's about wizard children
Yeah.
with dragons and a 8-foot hairy man. So maybe a little bit.
See, like you're like, ooh, this could go south.
You're a little
like,
horny today. Oh, you got the fucking fire breathing dicks, and Harry Potter's a porno and all that shit. Look at you.
Yeah. We've been in quarantine for too long, man. We've been in quarantine for too long.
That's it.
Yeah. Apparently, Dwayne Haskins was too. Did you see what he did?
In a porno of Harry Potter?
No. He was at the porno of Harry Potter, but he was getting horny in quarantine for too long, because he immediately after an away game against the Seahawks, which they got lost by 40 points. He's like photographed unmasked at a strip club, and like the rest of the team was traveling back
In Seattle? Jesus.
That's a whole different he's low key bailing out James Harden.
Harden's like a fuckhead.
James Harden is a fuckhead, but it's fun at this point. It's like Dwayne Haskins is making it just look like, hey, listen, we really can't live without these strip clubs. Like Daniel House, he helped. He's helping.
Yeah,
James.
He's
being like, listen, I know we love hoops, but we also love these hoes. Like, I think that's what they're saying. I think they're like, dude, you gotta just let us. If you're gonna let us smoke pot, also let us have strippers. Like that's.
Yeah, that checks out. It's the same thing. Same thing.
It's same COVID risks.
Definitely.
Hey, listen,
Definitely.
I'm not saying it makes sense to the average person.
No, or anyone, really.
Anyone.
No.
But if you gave the vote to NBA players, would you rather pot or strippers? What do you think they'd
pot?
Take?
Are you kidding?
I think strippers. I think it'd be
You
close.
Genuinely in your heart of hearts think that if in what context?
If you only get one thing for when you go on the road.
So team strippers. So you're saying that these guys can
the option to go to a strip club. The
option to go to a strip club, or they no longer get drug tested for marijuana.
Yeah.
Are you joking? You have to be.
These guys tried to get hoes in the bubble.
Who gives a shit? They're
I don't know. Okay, maybe this is stupid.
No, this is 100% stupid, but I love it. No, it's a runaway. I don't think one person would pick the strip club option. And also, who's telling them they can't? These are grown men.
I can tell you teams that would vote for the strip club
Who?
option. The Houston Rockets.
That's just James Harden.
No.
Who?
Daniel House.
Who else?
PJ Tucker.
Why?
Because he blows a lot of money on shoes. I bet he's blowing money on other shit. John Wall. He's known as a strip club guy, too.
No. Mm-hmm.
Boogie Cousins loves John Wall. Sure, he's going to be joining him at the strip club.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Christian Wood just got a whole lot of money.
His name is Christian Wood. Yeah.
Yep.
Checks out.
Other teams. The Phoenix Suns. No, last year's Phoenix Suns. Now it's Chris Paul. It's a little.
Now they've got to have a little veteran savvy in the locker room. They're putting the titties away for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Last year
they're fucking around
last year they were, last year they had group hoes.
Disgusting.
Hey, that definitely went down as a footnote in 2020, and in 2019 that would have been like one of the biggest stories in sports.
No, that was wildly
slick. Like, I slept with 7 sons.
No, that was pretty crazy.
And then nobody else was like, oh, let's talk to her a little more.
No, they kind of just swept it under the rug.
I thought Woj would have been like, she's coming on the podcast.
Day. I think KFC did a little 3-minute rant on Instagram, then went about his day.
Oh yeah, no, but like I wanted to see, like Kevin O'Connor. I wanted to see him have her on, or like Bill Simmons. I wanted to see somebody close to the NBA scene. see Shams.
The redraft pod, they draft out Booker and then they bring in an expert witness.
Yeah. So we hear it's like a Pringles can. You tell us.
No, that's like the water, the 16-ounce
Poland
Springs.
water
It's
bottle.
probably lucky fuck.
Wow, this podcast got hella weird that we went from talking about black people's superpowers
Black people's
to now.
superpowers, Hitler, fire
I guess
breathing
we're
dicks,
talking about a
Harry
black
Potter
person's
pornos,
superpower.
and now that's a dick.
No, that's a black person's superpower. Come on, if he's got one that big, man.
Yeah, that's a
Devin,
gift. No, my favorite story.
That's a superpower.
My favorite
that
NBA dick
have.
story is Kelly Olynyk.
No, I think Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing's just gross.
Rolling it up in them short shorts and taping
That's
it.
gross. Have I ever told you the Kelly Olynyk thing?
No.
So I have.
Does it gonna like involve you personally?
No, not me personally, but I do know of somebody who has a female friend who, when he was in Boston, they like had sex, and
we are 19 years old.
I
Explain to me.
What?
How old was the? How old?
No,
was
no,
your friend?
No. Older than me.
Okay,
like 5.
okay.
Like he.
Okay, as long as
we're much older. Much older. No, the guy who told me the guy. Okay, just let me tell the story.
Yep.
So an much older, legally older friend of mine, a colleague, who has a female friend who slept with Kelly Olynyk when he was in Boston, and he is so large that he broke her. He ripped open her vagina and she had to go to the hospital and stuff. He literally tore her apart.
Oh,
and then
shit!
He gave to the hospital with a thing of flowers and a box of chocolates and stuff. He's like, I'm sorry. They had to I don't know if they had to fix it or anything, but yeah, he was just like, I can't help it, something like that. 100% is a true story. But it wasn't obviously a
God
public thing.
lets me play on hardwood multiple ways.
Oh my god. No, he literally ripped her open.
Oh my god.
I know. Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, they weren't
Canada.
joking about Tim Hortons glazed sticks. Those things are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my favorite NBA dick story. Devin Booker's just close second.
Now I'm trying to think of different NBA dick stories. I don't know. There aren't many. They keep good. They keep it under wraps pretty well.
Yeah, no, they do.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the world. I would hope I don't hear a bunch of dick stories are all around. Just because you can throw a ball in a hoop doesn't mean I want to hear you throw your balls in a woman's face or man's face. Jason Collins.
Hey, Tyga used to rap. Now he's got an OnlyFans. So I
Does
don't know.
he really?
Five. Yeah, you can figure. You can
of
find
him?
the Tyga hog. Oh yeah.
Don't call it that. Don't give it a boat's name. The Tiger Hog. And he just fucking jets down the thing.
Come on down to Tiger Hogs and get yourself a ride.
This has been the Cooped Up Podcast.
So he's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm going home.
How would you
look? It's horrible that I'm going to coach little children after this.
Tasteful.
Yeah. Hey, it's not too bad. It's just show them this. They'll learn.
Yeah, they will. They'll learn nothing of value, but they'll learn how to immediately disrespect their coach.
Yeah. They'll learn the opinions of their coach.
I have not said anything I disagree with today.
Yeah, no. We've done pretty good. Me neither.
The topics are all fucked up, but I haven't said anything. No, you said some stupid shit.
Yeah, no, but none more so than usual. So I'm not feeling any dumber than usual.
That's true.
But we could do basketball stuff now. We're at the point.
Done enough dicks in Hitler and Harry Potter pornos.
But so NBA starting. There are two drama queens. You like one of them. You say he's not a drama queen.
Oh, Kyrie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kyrie or Harden. Who's worse right now?
I think Harden's worse because the way he's going about trying to leave. Kyrie's not going about trying to leave. So it's he's just kind of being a fucking weirdo and trying to stay relevant. And he's doing a good job. And it's not affecting his play that much. Or I guess we'll see tonight.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see tonight.
Motherfucker, I don't know.
But if
KD looked good, but I got a feeling this motherfucker's going to fuck some shit up.
In a good way? Or
no,
bad way?
not in a good way.
Fuck it up.
Fuck up the team.
Oh, no, I think they'll be all right. They just got to win by 3.5. That's all.
He's going to be talking about gravitational pull.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, dude.
And what his tribe told him.
No, but I think
Has he been Native American this whole time, or is this now something he just
I think this has been a thing for a while. I just don't think he really had the. I just don't really think. I don't think LeBron let him be as weird. I don't think in Boston he like. Really,
I mean,
I don't know. Like he's always been weird. I think now he's just kind of being more publicly weird, and there's kind of more leaning into his, we'll call it a creative side, if you will.
I just think it looks like a phase. That's my biggest pet peeve.
That's fair.
Is that it just doesn't look genuine, and it just looks like a guy who's just like, hey, you guys are. He's just trying to stay relevant. Yeah, like these point guards better than me.
Yeah,
why not stay relevant with basketball?
Exactly.
Like, no, how hard is that?
Well, exactly. I think we'll see, because we got to remember he hasn't played a real game, and because he didn't go to the bubble in a while.
Yeah.
He hasn't played a real game in what's going to be 8-9 months now. So I don't know. We'll be. I'm not worried about him as a player because he's just so fucking good. But the thing with Harden that pisses me off is that Kyrie's he's kind of outing his whole team. Like, Kyrie's not outing anybody. He's just being weird on his own. You know what I mean? He's not dragging people into
it. But Kyrie's outed people his entire life.
100%. 100%. But that's not right now.
But he always does. Like, last year he outed people. He outed people with the Celtics. Like, that to me is a thing where it's it's a matter of time of the waters just aren't rough in Brooklyn. Like, that's the thing, is the waters are rough in Houston.
Well, yeah, but it's because of what he's doing, and that's why. That's why I like it less.
Or that's why either way,
I prefer the way Kyrie's handling it more.
This was going to be a really shitty off season for
Houston?
Yeah,
I think they did a decent job.
I do too, but it was just going to be looked at as such a failure and everything.
We'll see what they get for Harden, I guess.
I don't know. If you get Ben Simmons, you lucked out.
If you get Ben Simmons, then you're good.
Ben Simmons,
but I don't think that if I'm Philly, I'm not trading Ben Simmons.
No, but you're not getting him then.
Then I'm not. Yeah, then I'm not going to do it because I think they have a better chance to win in 3 years with that. Even if they probably won't keep it for this long. But if you give Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid 2 more years, you have a better chance than you ever will with Harden right now, I think. Because, like it or not, it's not their time right now.
Oh, I think Joel, Harden, Tobias, you got to get back some other piece, too, from Houston.
Well, yeah, you're definitely going to get a whole lot. No, you're not going to get anything else from Houston. Unless, a salary thing. But his salary's so big that it doesn't matter. No, because you're going to... I mean, if you took... You'd have to trade Ben Simmons.
You'd probably have to.
It'd be. What was it? It was Ben Simmons, Thibault, and 3 picks or something, right?
Yeah, you need somebody else to make the money work. It's either Korkmaz or.
Fuck him. Something about his face just pisses me off. He kind of looks like an off-brand Sesame Street character, so he can go.
Yeah, but they're Philly still, so there isn't a lot of shooters.
Well, they got Danny Green and Seth Curry. That's enough for me.
Danny Green to me is a good shooter when you're you're not relying on him to be your shooter.
Yeah, you got Seth. If you go 1 through, if you do Harden, Seth, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, that's a very good 5.
Yeah,
the problem is there's just no depth. There's no depth.
Yeah,
as a defensive presence for Thibault to leave and Ben Simmons to leave, your Harden you're losing defensive ability from Harden. Danny Green can defend pretty solidly, and Seth Curry, I don't really know. I'm not really truly watching.
Yeah, and I really think Tobias Harris gets hidden well, he
defensively.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do much.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, so I think so they're definitely going to lose a shot on. Obviously, they're gaining so much offensively because you get rid of Ben's lack of shooting, and then you get the fucking best scorer we've seen in the last 10 years, arguably, besides KD.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to score the shit out of the ball, and then Joel Embiid will bail him out when he's cold, but they just have no depth, and they won't be able to defend that well on the perimeter. So I think they're going to have a tough time. That's why I wouldn't trade for him.
Where else do you think Harden could go? Because we said it on the last one. I was I don't think he's going to get moved. Hey, he has to get moved.
He has to get moved. But I don't know where you can. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be tough. The thing is,
I want it so bad for them to be fuck you. Oh, there are so many teams with enough pieces. It's
but
just
that are contending at a high level.
Yeah, no. But he has 2 years left on his deal. I think that what he's doing right now, they might do the San Antonio. And be listen, we'll take a worse package back to send you somewhere you don't want to go. That backfired. They sent him to Toronto. They didn't think he was going to be good in Toronto. They didn't even think he was going to fucking go. And he went and he won a championship. But if you
Kawhi.
if you trade Harden to somewhere like Sacramento,
That's a team with pieces, but that's not a team that's
you
close
could
to
rob
winning.
them though. You could
rob Sacramento.
That to me is the best package you could get back.
Who? From Sacramento?
Yeah.
Who? What
Fox,
would it
be? Bjelica, like you go Fox, Bjelica, and Bagley.
Straight up for Harden?
And like one pick, you'd probably have to. They could do it with the least amount of picks if
I'm Houston, I'm sprinting to that. If I'm Sacramento, I'm not touching Harden.
You haven't made the playoffs since 2000. Yeah, they haven't made the playoffs since we were 3 years old.
Like I said, you have a better shot in 3 years to have a good core for a while than to do anything with Harden right now.
Oh, I don't think they have a good core.
I do.
I think you have Bagley, you have him. I just don't think the third guy's there at all. I mean,
Buddy Hield's hit a bit of a slip, but Halliburton hasn't even played an NBA game.
Hield, I think, is going to leave, like at some point, or want out at some point.
He'll probably. Well, they need that shooting. Bjelica can shoot, but it's okay. Harrison Barnes kind of plateaued too. So
yeah,
it's hard.
That was a waste of money. Re-upping on that, I was like, oh wow. Okay.
I just think De'Aaron and Bagley are good enough 1-2 to be fine, and then Tyrese is a good pickup. I mean, it's kind of tough off their bench. Is not. I mean, Hassan Whiteside's a good backup center.
Yeah, so that's like Harden, Beal, Barnes, Whiteside.
Yeah.
It makes playoffs, probably. It's probably
Harden, Beal.
Or not Beal, Buddy Hield. Sorry.
Oh, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield. Harden, Buddy. Wait, what did you say? Harden,
Buddy
Harrison
Hield,
Barnes, Hassan Whiteside.
Somebody in Hassan Whiteside.
He'd probably start.
Oh, actually, no. Halliburton, Harden, Hield, Barnes, Whiteside.
Yeah, you'd be small, but you could get it. It's like kind of Portlandy.
Yeah.
It's just a scoring backcourt and defensive wings. I mean, not really defensive with Buddy Hield, but Harrison Barnes can flip guard 2 through 4. Fine.
Yeah, and like maybe Halliburton is a good defender too. In there,
we'll see.
Like,
I don't know. He's more of a scorer than anything.
Yeah,
and a playmaker. But you have Harden for that, so it's like, yeah. I mean, you could start. Fuck Corey Joseph. But I don't know, bro. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to figure out a spot for him to make sense.
I mean, because
with enough pieces, like
New Orleans, I don't get why you do that.
No.
I don't, but
they got enough. Yeah, they've got enough pieces to do it.
They've got like Philly has enough if you're gonna give up Ben.
Yeah.
Pelicans have enough if you're gonna give up. They're not giving up Zion. They have enough. If they're gonna give up Ingram.
Brandon Ingram. Lonzo is not re-upping, or he's not taking the extension, so ship him while you can, I think. And then we could go. I mean, you have Bledsoe's new, but he's still talented. They have Josh Hart, who's a shooter, because you got to keep JJ around as your shooter, so you'll be fine without him. They got enough size with Steven Adams.
I'm trying to think, I don't think Steven Adams would leave.
Jackson Hayes, maybe. I mean, you could probably do B.I. Lonzo, Jackson Hayes,
and a monster of picks.
Couple picks. You get Harden. So you can have the two of them running the pick and roll will be fucking crazy. And then Steven Adams just clean it all up.
But
JJ to shoot it.
Who else?
That's not bad. I like that.
Who else?
That's a playoff team.
Yeah, definitely. But is there even anybody else with real assets to do it? Not really.
Not really.
Brooklyn, it's not enough. It's not.
Brooklyn has it, but you can't fuck up that You can't fuck up. I just don't think it'll work.
Oh, I wouldn't do the trade. I'm not doing.
I don't think he'll ever win a ring.
Jared Allen, Harden.
Yeah, so that's why this is my thing. As a player, I don't think he's ever gonna win a ring. So if I'm a GM, I would never I would never build around a guy who I don't think can win a ring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So there's no point for him to do that for me. But
maybe somewhere like Minnesota could fuck around and just throw something stupid
they don't have anything.
D'Lo and Edwards and a fucking treasure chest of picks, but I don't even think that's enough, really.
I don't know. Houston's gonna have to settle for a little bit because they got to get him out. They got to get him out in time to try to make the playoffs.
That's why the over-unders are so fucked up because you don't own your own picks, so there's no point in taking.
That's true.
They don't own their own picks. They own
when do they have the next first round pick that it's theirs?
They don't have them all back until like 2025. Like, that's when they'll consistently have their own picks again.
Okay.
But I think it's like 2023, 2025, and then like 2024 or 2022 is a pick swap.
Yeah. They should just ship them to like Detroit just to fuck with them.
Yeah. That's what I think would be hysterical. Or like Toronto and just take everything back. Like take back Van Fleet and Siakam. They wouldn't.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't do that, but that'd be sick.
Or take back Van Vliet, Anunoby.
He looked cold as shit in a Houston jersey. Woo.
Who? Fred Van Vliet?
Yeah, him and John Wall in the backcourt would be fun.
Yeah, that would be a cool one.
Mm.
Would it be kind of opposites because it's like one guy who was first overall pick expectations of the world, and a guy undrafted who's proved way more.
Yeah.
I
don't think he's proved more than John Wall.
But
proved more than he was expected.
Yeah, went above his expectations.
Yeah, for sure.
The other guy really. John Wall hasn't not lived up to expectations, but he definitely hasn't.
You know who's one more that I can think of too that wouldn't really make a lot of sense, but it's possible.
Who?
Because they just got so many people, and they're all young as shit. Is Atlanta?
Yeah,
Atlanta has so many young guys that are. The problem is they're all coin flips.
Themselves like we can make him stay. We're Atlanta. He likes Atlanta. Hey,
yeah.
Move that back a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but okay.
You can pull. Yeah.
Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that if you gave up if you found a way to package together Cam, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins is gonna have to go, or Clint Capella, one of those two. Probably John Collins.
John Collins.
If I'm a GM, I want John Collins.
I'm not taking Capella back.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. No. Capella's gotta stay.
Collins.
Yeah. John Collins, Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Huerter's gotta stay because you need a little shoot. Yeah. No. Gallinari or Bogdan, one of those two guys has to go. But you can do enough.
John Collins, Bogdan, Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, and picks. It'd be the way
Harden
I start.
and I don't know, a chicken nugget or something. And then him,
Harden,
Trey,
tickets to the ice ball in Atlanta.
Yeah, Harden, Trey, and Clint Capella as a big three is top three. Yeah, just as good as I don't know if they're just as good as Boston because the defense is going to lack again on the perimeter pretty badly.
Yeah, the defense would be horrendous. That
bad.
Especially they'd literally just be all right, defensive wings, we'll give you however much money you want because these two guys are just going to let guards run past
No, if you had Trey, James Harden, and then who would they have to start? They probably have to keep Kevin Huerter to shoot, but they're just going to be that's another not defensive liability. Is he the best? No, Harden's a better defender than him. And then who would the four be? Gallinari? Yeah. They shoot the shit out of the ball. Oh my god.
Yeah, they would be the greatest shooting
They couldn't
team,
score at all.
They
would shoot the shit out of it. That'd be fun to coach, but you'd have a tough time on defense.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing with him, man. If you're gonna trade enough core guys, or not core guys? If you're gonna trade for a core guy, are you gonna give up all these role players that are gonna help make up for what he lacks? You can't. Because if you're getting odds are you're gonna have to get rid of a good spot shooter. You're gonna have to get rid of a good defender or two. And he's not really either one of those. He's off the dribble and he needs the ball in his hands and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's enough.
If you're taking back a shitload of picks and you're Houston, he's at least guaranteeing you're out of the lottery. He might not be if you trade him to the East, he's guaranteeing they're top 6 seed.
Yeah.
They're not good picks. To me, any picks where you're not getting 3 picks that are in the top 10, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to trade for picks down the road for sure.
Yeah,
you're not trading for this year's stuff. But
yeah,
we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's just kind of a whole shit show down there. That's why I think Kyrie's situation's much less
stressful.
Yeah,
for as much as I hate that,
we're trying to make something out of nothing, low-key.
Fucking juggalo playing basketball. I guess James Harden's worse than Kyrie Irving right now.
Yeah, in terms of the way they're handling everything off the court.
Yeah,
in my opinion. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the game. I didn't even realize that the league would start today.
Yeah, I thought it started tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
But
I didn't realize.
What are your predictions for opening night?
For tonight?
What are the spreads? What are the spreads, Mr. Man? Come on. Mr. Odds Machine over there.
I think it was 7.5 for the LA game, I think.
For who? Lakers?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
No, but I think the Lakers are going to win that one. And then I think Brooklyn was only minus 3.5.
Brooklyn and Golden State.
Or is that the one that's 7? I don't know.
I don't know. Clearly, we didn't do much odds research for this, but
we're not allowed to gamble legally. So
who do you think's leading scorer for both games?
Both games,
just in case anybody who's listening.
I think we're
fuck it. This won't be out before.
Yeah, no,
but we'll just see if we can get it right.
I think if we're talking, Brooklyn plays Golden State. I bet Steph's gonna put up shots because he really hasn't played in a while.
Yeah,
because I think he got 7 games in last year and no bubble. That motherfucker, he hasn't got to really get in the. So I think and especially with no Clay. And then kind of a new core, he's getting shots up. But I think probably it's in Brooklyn, so I don't think KD's gonna have a vendetta, even though there's no fans in Golden State. So I bet Steph leads that game, and then LA probably. You got to think of the matchups for the Clippers. The glaring holes with who's going to guard Anthony Davis. So probably Anthony Davis
and
LA.
LeBron's just going to be like, fuck this.
Or if Kawhi just wants to go and try to prove everybody wrong after what happened last year, maybe it's Kawhi. But I think it's probably Anthony Davis and Steph are leading scorers, I'd say.
Last but not least, MVP prediction.
For the year?
Yep.
I think... I mean...
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, could be.
Jalen Brunson.
Scrappy little lefty. No, staying in Dallas, though, Luka's a good pick. I think it's between Luka. I want to say Anthony Davis, kind of, because they're going to be so good, and I bet he's going to lead them in points and rebounds.
I don't know if you can win one being a teammate of LeBron. That seems like a hard thing to do.
It does seem like a hard thing to do.
If you do, that MVP should almost count as an MVP and a half.
It's gonna. Well, I don't think LeBron's gonna. I think LeBron's gonna take some time off this year.
Yeah, sure. No, but just having him on your team, like where you're like, all right, he's MVP, but he's really not even the best player in a fucking team in the playoffs. Like,
yeah, I'd say probably Luka is like the safe bet. That's my MVP. My most improved player is Thon Maker. Book it now.
Book it now.
Thon Maker, he's coming. Put it on my Instagram story before I walked in here today. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Like in the driveway.
There you go.
Yeah, I said book it now. I wrote it.
Now.
Big white letters. No, but I think,
forget who I put like 5 bets on most improved on guys who I just thought like maybe he'll get it. Maybe he'll get it.
I have a weird. I love him, so I think he just needs the right situation. Detroit, Milwaukee were not the right situation.
Where the fuck is he?
He's in Cleveland now, which I also don't think is the right situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I feel like they're gonna have to ship one of those big guys, and he's gonna have to get a lot of time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because, like, if I'm Andre Drummond, I'm not sticking around. If I'm Kevin Love, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He's been trying to get out for years.
I'm just drinking chocolate milk and spending my last days in Ohio. But
yeah, he's been trying to get out for a while.
But I think
he hates it there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but I think he's definitely a guy that they're going to get a lot of touches to, and he hasn't statistically done a whole lot. So I don't know. I think his breakout year's coming. I'm just going to bet on it this year.
My weird one I did for most approved was Romeo Langford.
Yeah, definitely not. But I hope so. That'd be great.
Definitely not. But
that'd be great. They need that score. They need that scoring punch. So that'll be good. That will be good.
Yeah, I don't even know who's going to start for the Celtics.
What do you mean?
Tatum, Brown.
Yeah, Tatum, Brown, Tice, Marcus Smart. Kemba's hurt. So
yeah.
Forgot about Kemba being
There's
hurt.
no
probably
filler.
Jeff Teague.
Yeah, but then we really have no guy.
They have no backup point guard. You're gonna have to keep Jeff Teague. I would have Marcus play the one. Tristan.
I did a podcast.
No, because you want to stretch him too.
I did a podcast with Harry the other day or yesterday, and he's like, "Celtics are a 2 seed," and I was like, "If they're the 2 seed, then Tatum wins the MVP because he's so impressive." And he, you could say they're going to be a 2 seed because I say Tatum's my second pick for MVP because if they can get a top 3 seed,
I think he could be. I think his ceiling for this year is first team.
Yeah, same because I think there's just such a big role on the Celtics now for him.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's been a guy, but now
he's filling all the Gordon Hayward stuff too.
That's
they didn't get anybody to replace that.
Not
now
really.
it's just like Tatum fill that role yourself.
I wonder if they're gonna do Tristan.
Yeah,
at the 5, Tice the 4. They can be athletic as shit.
Harry will sit there and argue with me that Carson Edwards should start.
Oh, good.
And that Romeo Langford.
Peyton's gonna get more playing time than he will.
Grant Williams are going to be the keys to the bench this
year.
Though,
that's 100%. Grant Williams, 100%.
Grant could be good, but be like, oh, Grant's going to get us 12 off the bench this year.
No, but he's I'll give him.
I mean, he saved that Toronto series at the end.
Yeah, I'll give him the fact that their development is going to be very important to how far they can go as a team. Because right now, I think they can't make the NBA Finals with this group. With what they have against them.
Unless somebody takes a huge
because you're gonna have to imagine that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like one of those guys has to really step up as a scorer, and one of those guys really has to step up as a versatile defender off the bench, especially if you don't know how well Kemba's gonna stay. You're gonna have to play Marcus a lot at the 1, and so he's probably gonna have to guard the 1 spot a lot. So I mean, Jeff Teague will probably play 30-something minutes a game right away.
Yeah,
I would imagine. If I were, I mean, we'll see, but he's probably gonna have to play a lot of time, and he's getting old. So it's like, who are you gonna? I mean, I saw them start. What's his face in the fucking preseason?
Javonte Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
he's
that. I don't know.
He's a bouncy fuck, but I don't know if he can start in the NBA level.
He wasn't
for
in the league like 2 years ago.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a very interesting group to watch. I think they are the biggest question mark in the conference right now in terms of the top.
And Brooklyn, because like
I feel like
they had so many injuries that of last year. It's like, listen, preseason was a fluke.
They're so deep. Like they were starting Taurean Prince in the bubble, and now he's probably
the 9th man.
10.
Whoa.
Yeah, probably.
10. Okay, that's farther.
Well, you gotta think if they start
Kyrie,
Karras, Joe Harris. No, sounds like stupid. Kyrie, Karras, Joe Harris, KD, Jared Allen. Let's say. Then you go Spencer. Then you go DeAndre Jordan. Then fucking what's his name? That's
shake your hand.
Landry Shamet. I wonder if he'll be in front of Taurean Prince. I don't know if he will, but the guard spot, they have enough.
Landry Shamet and the guy they drafted this year. Was it Sadiq Bey? No, he might have been the guy who got traded for.
I'm not sure. I don't even know who their rookie was.
Yeah, but, I don't know.
Who's
then they got somebody else too, I thought.
I was playing with him. I played 2K with him today. That's why it's all fresh in my head.
Yeah.
Who was that guy? I don't know. Either way, I think they're too deep not to be at least a conference finals team.
Yeah.
They're my final. They're my NBA
too.
finals. God, fuck him. They're my NBA finals guy.
Really?
Team for the East. Yeah, I think so. Because I think Milwaukee's just they're not enough on the bench. They're the deepest. They're the deepest team with the best player.
I'm going Indiana.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's doing that this year. I don't think anybody's taking Indiana.
No, if they make the playoffs, we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know about that. I think they're gonna make it.
It's gonna be between them and Washington. I think at that 8.
I think Washington's gonna be a 7. Toronto's gonna be the 8.
We'll see.
I think Pascal's gonna have the far fall, but yep, that's what playing basketball games are for, to prove,
that's why we play the games.
Dumbass people like me wrong in predictions.
Fair enough.
Yep. But a great episode of over-sexualization and basketball on the Cooped Up podcast.
That's all we really do.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on, Steven.
Anytime.
We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. All righty. And this episode of the Cooped Up podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever else you fucktards listen to your podcasts. Merry Christmas.